In a bid to reduce boat accidents in Nigeria, Total Exploration and Production Nigeria Limited has commenced safety training for operators. The General Manager, Corporate Social Responsibility of the company, Nyoko Atta, explained that the campaign focuses on safety, which is at the core of its business, as well as the demonstration of its commitment to promoting best practices.
These are the men and women who are responsible for ferrying passengers from one point to another within the inland waterways in Lagos and its environ.
The people entering ferry, anytime a boat is covered, you should not wear that marine life jacket. You shouldn't. If you're wearing this marine inherently buoyant life jacket in an enclosed boat, if the boat capsizes, you are dead. There's no two ways about it. If you're entering a boat that is enclosed, let us wear the aviation type life jacket, the one that you personally pull to inflate yourself.
Total, their coal venturers in partnership with NNPC, are concerned about their safety on the waterways and have put together this training and engagement at the DST jetty in Lagos.
It is very important to be able to key into this program to ensure that we are able to pass some messages in terms of safety tips, safety awareness to the boat owners, to the captains and to the passengers.
Total says it stands for everything that represents safety, so this awareness campaign is consistent with their DNA.
As part of our 2017 Corporate Social Responsibility Initiatives, we and our co-venturers in partnership with NNPC have decided to implement this campaign to enlighten all of us by providing our boat operators with adequate safety information, adequate safety rules, safety skills to enable you navigate the inland waterways in a safe manner.
In addition to the lessons learned, the participants, over 150 of them, received a certificate of participation and donation of fire extinguishers.
Unilever has launched its social mobilization volunteer program, Heroes for Change. The program focuses on youths as an untapped force for good and provides a platform for them to make a difference in their communities. 125 university undergraduates and youth corps members have been unveiled as the heroes who will work on Unilever's social sustainable living plan of educating their communities on the importance of improved nutrition, general health and well-being.
Unilever has gathered together some of the most vibrant and passionate people to engineer change through its social mission volunteer program anchored on the Unilever Sustainable Living Plan. Statistics show that almost 1 in 2 Nigerian women of reproductive age and 75% of children under 5 suffer from anemia. Unilever is already teaching teenage girls and their mothers about the need to eat greens to prevent iron deficiency. The Heroes for Change program seeks to build on the successes recorded so far.
And some of the examples of things that we do in those specific areas are the North Force for Good program, where, given that Nigeria is endemically anemia prone, we have fortified our savory range and we go out through our marketing effort to teach people what to do in order to be able to overcome some of the ills of anemia.
Now, starting off with 125 heroes today, we are hoping that of the 120 million young people in Nigeria, we spread and make much greater impact. And how are they going to do this? It's really about how do we educate Nigerians that you can take your fate in your own hands and make a difference simply by the way you eat.
Our hero on the panel.
Different change agents share their stories to inspire the chosen heroes on the challenges ahead.
Your lack of performance in your space will not only create a hole, it will affect the ability of others to perform and deliver value. And so when we're talking about change, it's about you realizing you've got something to give to your nation.
For the 125 youths chosen as Heroes for Change, this is an opportunity they are excited about.
I see this as an opportunity to work with people collectively, to go out there and create measurable change.
Unilever says the target is to reach about 1 million Nigerians by 2020 and make an impact in creating a better future for all.
Nigeria is seeking partnership with international investors and policymakers to finance the development of the country's aviation infrastructure. At the Third World Aviation Forum, organized by the International Civil Aviation Organization, the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, explains that such international collaboration will help address the infrastructure deficits in the aviation sector. Professor Osinbajo also asked stakeholders to go beyond rhetoric by making serious commitment aimed at financing aviation infrastructure. For more on how to fund the aviation sector in Africa and other business stories, here's Emana Amawe.
Hello and welcome to Business News. The president of the African Development Bank, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, has expressed concerns over the high cost of air transportation in Africa, the burden of high taxes on passengers, businesses, and the development of the aviation sector in general. Dr. Adesina was speaking in Abuja on Tuesday at the International Aviation Forum, where he also outlined the aviation infrastructure financing by the Development Finance Institution with specific focus on Nigeria.
Africa's aviation growth is held back by very restrictive regulatory environments, which limit market size, profitability, and drives up costs. A study by the International Aviation Transport Association shows that liberalizing aviation markets through open skies for just 12 countries alone will add $1.3 billion annually to GDP of those countries and create an additional 150,000 jobs. Just think about it. Essentially, therefore, open skies means more jobs and increased trade and investments. Also, Africa needs a lot of safe skies. Today, unfortunately, despite declining numbers, Africa is the riskiest of skies to fly in. While Africa accounts for 3.4% of all air flight departures, it represents 7% of all air accidents and 37% of total global air fatalities.
President of the African Development Bank, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina. Investors at the local equities market made a quick reversal from bargain hunting to profit booking at the close of today's trading session. However, traders forecast a recovery amid strong market fundamentals. BC Adebayo has more.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Reports. Profit-taking got the better part of Tuesday's trading at the NSE despite the CBN MPC's decision to leave interest rates unchanged for the 8th consecutive time. The downturn is driven by a sharp 1.22% drop from the banking sector and sell-offs from the consumer goods and the oil and gas sector, while the industrial goods sector remains unchanged. Well, that prompted a 0.52% decline in the all-share index and also knocked off 67 billion naira from the equities capitalization. 20 losers were led by an 8.89% drop from Forte Oil, while Champion Breweries is ahead of 18 other gainers, and that's up by 9.09%. Tantalizers, Fidelity Bank and FCMB are the top 3 most traded stocks from a total of 257.92 million shares sold in 3,423 transactions. And that's it on the Stock Market Reports. I am BC Adebayo.
The Ogun State Governor Ibikunle Amosun has presented the 2018 Appropriation Bill of a total of 345.42 billion naira to the State House of Assembly in Abeokuta, the state capital. Tagged the budget of accelerated development, 64.77% of the appropriation bill has been earmarked for capital expenditure. And now let's see how stocks fared on the global scene. U.S. stocks ended with record highs more than an hour ago, particularly the S&P 500, following a rally in tech stocks. Let's see the rest of the markets. And that's it on Business News. I'm Imana Amawe.